So guys, I've been collecting TNT for a little over a month now, and you know what? Today is the day we finally use it. Are you ready? Aw. Jokes, just kidding. Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to Minecraft with Kibitz. So today, we are not actually blowing up our base. Why would I do that? Because I'm crazy. But no, we're actually not. But we are going to be using quite a bit of TNT today on our new project. So today, we're going to a new area and we're going to be making like an industrial mining zone. You're probably wondering, but Kibz, don't you already have that in the mesa? Yes, indeed, we've made one a little while ago, but I decided I want to start a new one. So I found the nearest forest, started burning it down, clearing as much land as I could. Then I laid down tons and tons and tons of TNT, started blasting. And then I did more blasting. And then even more blasting. Until finally, we had this super massive mining hole. Goes all the way down to Y11, which is diamond level. And now we can put down a beacon in here and we're good to go. Of course, it looks very ugly and we kind of need to decorate it. But once this is decorated, this is gonna be pretty much my main mining base. So it'll be all good. It's gonna take quite a bit of work though. So let's get started. I'll start by adding some kind of cool path that leads down here. So we have ourselves a classic spiral staircase leading all the way down. Tried to make it looking super sketchy and super cheaply done, and I think I captured that pretty well. So now that we have the cool staircase, let's add some detail to the walls. Wow, things are getting better and better. As you can see, I've added in a ton of cool little supports everywhere, and it really just adds to things. And 1 second here. You can leave, please. Please. There we go. Yeah, things are looking better and better. The cool supports kind of make it so like the whole hole is being held up by them. And if they weren't there, that the whole thing would collapse. And it's a really nice little detail, really adds a lot to all of this. And I like it quite a bit. Also helped me add in some lights just in random places, because like if you're walking down here and you're an inspector, the lights are kind of by the pillars, so then you could be like, hey, that's kind of broken, it needs to be repaired, or you guys gotta get out of here, kind of thing. So I think the pit is looking pretty good. Let's switch gears a little bit and work on the top area. So we have quite a bit of space to work with here, and I'm going for the industrial yard kind of look. So what I've been doing is I've been making the paths kind of like elevated, so they're not like cemented to the floor here. I did this in my last mining project, and I like the look of it. So we'll do that a bit in the stone area. And then once we get out of the stone area, like onto the grass, we'll do like normal paths. So for now, we'll add in some normal paths, just kind of like this. And what I like to do is I go down like a couple blocks, like let's make a staircase. A boom, bang, bop, pow. Just a few though. Want it to still kind of hover just along kind of like the main level here. So that should be okay. And does that match up? Almost. But this is pretty much what I do. And then wherever it's hovering, since it is on the top block, the fence posts kind of just work themselves out and actually support what I'm doing here. So there we go, easy peasy. And then I just fill it in from there. So we'll do that kind of all the way around, probably go over this way Don't want things looking a little too symmetrical, so we'll probably bring the path to about here. Yeah, we'll bring it to about here, and then we're gonna make a little building kind of warehouse right over here. And before we start building, we actually need to blow up even more TNT. All right, because what we're trying to do is make a second mine shaft for a minecart. Hopefully this works out well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. Cool. And hopefully it didn't break through the other side. Please, 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 please. No, that would cause some issues. And I don't think it did. No. No, it did not. Perfect. So the warehouse up here is actually gonna store all the stuff from a minecart, because I'm gonna run a minecart all the way up through this hole from the bottom of the mine shaft up to the storage room. And then we don't have to keep like flying it up every time. All right, so I've added in the minecart track and both the loading and unloading stations. So it's all good to go. It's all functional. Have the chests, have the building area laid out, and we're pretty much ready to start building. So I had to move the path a little bit because the entrance is gonna be over here. And then this is gonna be the room. Got a big chest wall. And I just added this glass thing to look down because look at how cool that is, right? Didn't want to not see that, so had to add the glass. Anyway, moving on to the building, we're going to be using granite and some bricks and some terracotta. This is like one of my favorite like industrial kind of building designs. Like they all kind of just work together really well. And I actually kind of used this before in an earlier project. If you guys watched the Tiny Town episode, this is the exact palette I used in that for one of the tiny houses. So I highly recommend you check out that episode. Oh, and also, if you're wondering how this unloading and loading station works, check out my furnace episode where I build an industrial furnace. I think that was last episode. I think. So yeah, go check that out because I pretty much show off the design there. Just the same thing, it's fairly straightforward using some comparators and hopper mechanics, so no big deal. Anyway, for the building here, probably wondering what I'm up to. Pretty much, the brick is kind of like the border because it's one of the most busy blocks. And on the corners, just to break it up, I have the granite. So it's very straightforward. And what I like to do when I build, when I know it's gonna be a box shape, pretty much I just stick to that. Like I do the base design like I'm doing right now. And then we're gonna have a bunch of flat walls. Like this is our main flat wall. So we'll have the door here. And now we can start to add in like maybe like a window here. Or instead of even a window, a lot of industrial buildings like to have just like one really high up window. So you can't really look in, but kind of serves the purpose. And then, ooh, oh man, I should have brought iron bars. That'll be perfect. Kind of just up in this area there. Not so people can look in and out, but just so like there's some airflow in the building. And that looks really cool. You can imagine that. Now for the corners, I'm kind of debating just using only granite. Might look good. This is gonna be one taller actually. Or it might really not look good. First, let's try out the other side. You can't really make a decision until you do the both sides. Take a good hard look from a distance as well. And it's okay. The issue I'm having right now is like this area. What if instead we got rid of that? I didn't bring any wood on me. I'm kind of thinking like, what if instead, like, we'll have like a roof, it'll be whatever, but we added in like just some signs here. It's like a row of signs. I really like using signs as a decoration, so let's kind of go check that out. So yeah, the signs not really working out. The wood is a little out of place because I wanted to use iron doors, so I threw those in there as well. It's not really it. And then I tried to do some stuff with the bars and the iron, and I don't know. But I think I do have a solution instead. And those are some stone slabs. Now we're starting to get kind of a design going here. Now, what if instead we also did this and continued it over here as well? Just a whole, like, strip like that. Okay. So there's too many lines now. Back to the drawing board. Alrighty, now we've got it. Instead, I've added in some red clay, or red terracotta, sorry. And that looks really great. The textures match, the color's not too off. It's really good. And I changed the bars out with some light gray panes. I think the bars were just a little, they had like a heavy kind of look, and all the colors are like soft. I don't know. I just like these better, to be honest. Anyway, so it's looking good. Then to add a little bit of depth, I've added on this little, what's this called? I don't know, an awning kind of thing? A little cover for the door. And that looks great. Added on a roof, hangs out a little bit. And on top, there are some more slabs just to give it some texture while we're flying. So when you look down, it doesn't look too boring. And then a little garbage can. Inside, things are looking generally the same. Added in the trap doors, added in the torches, just with a torch, the slab in the item frame. And that's cool. And then I've added the iron bars actually behind here, just because that's the back of the shop. You don't really have to see it. And if we actually go outside, you'll see that the hill is like right there. So that looks really cool. It's kind of like it almost looks like it's an underground thing, but it's not. Very neat, very neat. And off on the side, added in this little thing here. It's kind of like a shed almost. It's like a shed. Just so it's not just a perfect box, has a little bit of shape. Little garbage can here with the green terracotta and black carpet on top. And yeah, it's pretty much good. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to show you guys, or at least mention, was this little thing here. This is just so I can put like items in the chest and put them into shulker boxes if I so choose. Like these will be the bulk items. I'll throw them into here so they can go in the shulkers. And yeah, just makes life a little bit easier. But I think we have a good start on this today. We got the pit pretty much good. We have the warehouse, the minecart system. And it's looking all right, In the future, I'll probably add in like a bunch more leaves, a bunch more little warehouse kind of industrial things like this, and it will start to look even better. But man, oh man, think we're gonna call it here today. So if you guys enjoy, please remember to leave a like and subscribe for new videos every single day and live streams every weekday at 2 p.m. PST. But anyway, have an awesome day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.